Hey, treasure fans, your pal BD back here again with another week news announcement. And this is for May 5th, 2020. Those of you new to my channel, I like to do one of these videos every week where I talk about what's coming out new on Blu-ray and DVD and 4K for this week, next week, and then anything that was majorly announced over the course of the last week. And at the end, we talk about a few other subjects that I might have found, maybe interesting, and then I kind of show what I picked up new release-wise from the previous week. So let's get started. So tomorrow, it's starting to pick up a bit. It is starting to pick up a bit. There's a few big titles coming out, one of which was like literally a week ago they announced it, and now it's coming out this week. And that movie is Bloodshot, the Vin Diesel movie. That does come out tomorrow on Blu-ray and DVD and 4K tomorrow. There is a Steelbook. I have no idea when it's coming out. I actually pre-ordered that Steelbook. I have no idea when it's coming out. They don't have a target date for it, but the movie itself is coming out tomorrow. We also have Mask of Zorro 4K coming out tomorrow. We have the movie The Lodge. The Hulk 4K Steelbook's supposed to come out tomorrow, but I have yet to see anybody actually have it, or it says it's able to ship now, so that may have been delayed. Gretel and Hansel comes out this week. 47 Ronin 4K and 4K Steelbook come out this week. The Steelbook is exclusive to Best Buy. We have D-Day coming out in 4K tomorrow, and then The Jesus Rolls, which apparently is a sequel to The Big Lebowski. Literally one of my all-time favorite movies of all time, so I'm kind of curious to see that, and I did pre-order it, so hopefully it'll be here soon so I can watch it. All right, next week it is really starting to pick up. It's going to be a few weeks where there's a lot of stuff coming out, and that's going to slow back down again. But next week we do have Criterion's releasing The Great Escape. This is for the 12th of May. Birds of Prey is coming out next week on 4K, DVD, Blu-ray. There's a 4K Steelbook by Best Buy. And there is an edition coming out at Target, but it's not what they used to do, which was those digibooks that had the really cool antique covers. This one is like what they did with the recent Bad Boys for Life movie, which is a pop art cover with a poster of the pop art. I don't know. I saw it when I was at Target for the Bad Boy one. I was like, they're literally charging you $5 more for this poster. It's folded up and shoved into the case. So I was like, I'm not too sure about that. So that's what Birds of Prey is doing too. I'm a little bummed about that because I love the digibooks. I have them all the DC ones. So a little bummed that that's not coming out, in a digibook like that. But oh well, at least I get the Steelbook. And then also next week Shout Factory is releasing Idle Hands. We have The Call of the Wild Command next week in Blu-ray, DVD, and 4K. There's no Steelbook special editions. Then we have 2 more Sedaris films coming out next week, finally. And that is going to be Enemy Gold and The Dallas Connection. I do have both those pre-booked. Let's see here. We do have the movie Fantasy Island, which I saw and I actually really liked. I was surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't scary, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. And that comes out next week. We have Ultraman Ace, the 72 through 73 series. We have Lucifer Season 4 coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. The movie Vivarium coming out next week. It looks like Target's going to have an exclusive Steelbook box set coming out next week of all the Hunger Game movies. And then there is a Star Trek box set coming out, which is the 3 movies of the J.J. Abrams universe coming out in a box set with, it's all 4K. I think it's been available before, but I don't know, it was on the release list, so I thought I'd share it. So that's what's coming out for this week and next week. Now here's the tricky part. I only found 2 things of any note that's been announced, and that is Batwoman Season 1 comes out on the 18th of August, and then we have 12 Monkeys, the complete series, coming out the 14th of July. I didn't see much else. I saw Shaft releasing a couple little things, Kino Lorber releasing a couple things, but there's nothing of major. It was all minor stuff that was, I mean, some of the stuff I've never even heard of before, so it wasn't really anything big. I kind of foresaw this happening because as the theatrical titles are not coming out now and being pushed way back, the studios don't have anything new to really put out. So they're kind of, I'm sure they're going to start going, and I've noticed a couple of studios already start going through the back catalog and like, hey, we can release this. But the new releases are actually going to slow way down until they start shoving out more of this stuff back into theaters or start doing more video on demand. Now, I know this month, for example, Warner Brothers announced Scoob was supposed to come out in theaters, I believe, next month, but they're going to release it sometime this month on video on demand. They did that recently with Trolls World Tour, which we all know the controversy on that. And if you don't, what that controversy is that apparently Trolls World 2 did so well for Universal that Universal said that they're really considering going ahead and doing video on demand the same day as theatrical releases, which upset all the studios, all the movie company, the movie theaters. So now they're all boycotting Universal movies, which I find really funny considering they have like the Fast and Furious franchise, the Halloween movies. They got a lot of stuff. I believe they have a stake in the next James Bond movie, so it's kind of funny. Like they have all these major movies coming out that they're going to make just oodles money. They're like, nah, we're not going to take it. That's fine. You know, I think it's an interesting controversy in that, you know, there are people that won't go to the theater anymore. I have several people that I know that will not go to the theater anymore. They wait for it to come out on video to watch because they just don't want that hubbub anymore. And I truly think that if they can do it in some way where you get 2 weeks just theatrical and then they go to the video on demand, they're going to make more money. The theaters are upset because they don't want to lose more money. When Universal went direct to video on demand for Trolls, they didn't have to pay a cut of the percentage to the theaters. They didn't have to pay for advertising and all that stuff, the posters, standees, and all that stuff. So they made a lot more money off that movie. Bottom line, they made a lot of money. So it makes sense from a studio standpoint. And I understand where the theaters are coming from too. But to be honest with you, I'm a person, if I want to see it in the big screen, I'm going to go see it in the big screen. But there are a lot of movies I look at and go, nah, wait till it comes out on video because I don't want to blow, you know, 40, 60 bucks, whatever it is, every time just to go to the movies. And gosh, if you're a family of 4 like my brother has, you're talking, you know, if they don't go on a discount day, they could be spending 80 bucks. So I can see both pros and cons to both sides of it, but my personal feeling is I think that they should go that 2-week window thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and I think it will open things up a lot more. Now I know there's problems with copyright issues and people legally downloading and stuff like that, but isn't that where the industry is going anyways? I mean, they're trying to get rid of physical media as it is and go all digital, so I don't see where the problem is. I mean, movie theaters, you know, are much like the record stores back in the day. They are going to probably go away someday. I don't think they'll ever completely go away. There'll always be little small theaters you can go around to, but these big grandiose theaters, because I just feel that, and I'm bummed because I go to the movies. My wife and I usually will go to the movies once a week. It's been kind of weird the last couple of months, but the thing is that, you know, as time marches on, as technology becomes more and more, you know, part of our lives, this newer technology, stuff like that, it's just a natural course of things, you know. It really is. There will always be theaters. It just won't be on this grand scale. And I tell you where the hit comes from. It really comes from the movie theaters themselves. Charging, you know, $8, $9 for a large popcorn. I understand. I used to work for a movie theater. I did. I worked for a movie theater for a while. And I know where the costs come from and stuff like that. I know they have to pay overhead and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, the prices at theaters are jacked up a lot more than even you realize. You know, some of those, that big, large popcorn realistically only costs them about 50 cents, and they're charging you $7.50, $8. And that's in my town, a small town. I can't imagine people who live in major cities like San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, where I guarantee you average movie tickets I'm hearing are 18 to 20 bucks just to get in. So I can understand that from both point of views. As a film goer and a person that attends the theaters, I love to see big movie theaters. I'll go see the next Star Wars. I'll go see the Star Trek. I'll go see some grandiose, big Roland Emmerich movie, or, you know, some sort of big, I don't know, big grandiose James Bond movie, or some Wonder Woman, you know, Black Widow. I'll see this because they're big movies. They're meant to be on the big screen. But then you see other movies that come out like, gosh, I can't even think now. Let's think, what's something recent? Gosh, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of a movie that would be like, okay, well, let's take, oh gosh, what's recently came out that I liked? Wolf Cop or something like that. I think I'm just looking over my videos of something small like that. You don't necessarily need to see it in the big screen. A lot of dramas you don't necessarily need in the big screen either. Even a lot of comedies, and there's some action movies you really don't need to see on there either. So I think it's really a case by case. I personally don't feel it's going to hurt the theater industry too much, because I think the people that go to the movies are going to go to the movies every time. If it was a cost issue or something like that, they wouldn't go, even if it was available on video on demand. I think people are going to go no matter what. I just think it opens up a lot more if they're released on the video on demand too, and it could mean things come out a little bit faster as well. So I see both sides. The theaters, they do have a potential to lose some money, but at the same time, maybe it'll make them more affordable. Maybe they'll start cutting deals and start lowering prices a little bit, start doing things a little bit differently. You know, things need to happen. Theaters have been doing this trend of charging way more money for a really long time, and it's kind of gotten out of control. So maybe this will help make it'll help bring a little bit more competition and lower the prices a little bit. That's what I'm hoping for. But that's kind of my 2 cents on it. But anyways, that's what's coming out on DVD, Blu-ray, and announced. Let me show you what I did pick up last week. I did pick up a couple titles. I did pick up Arrow Season 8. I have all the other seasons of Arrow, and I really want to get this one because there's a separate disc in here that has the entire crossover from this year. So I got that. And then I wasn't even planning on getting this, but I actually had to go to Target middle of last week to go pick up a couple of essential supplies. And I walked by the DVD section and they had this Scorpion movie, but it's Steelbook. It's like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be a Steelbook. So I picked it up. It looks pretty neat too. The Steelbook's actually really cool looking. So I did pick up that. And that was it. There wasn't a whole lot last week. So I didn't pick up a whole lot last week, at least new release wise. And yeah, that's about it for my video here. I do want to thank everybody for watching. Keep an eye out. I do have several videos coming out this week. I do have my May movie challenge, which will be posted right after this video today. I will have another pickups video, and I will have what else was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing. It was pickups. Let me see here. Movie challenge, pickups, recent pickups, and movie reviews. What was I going to do movie reviews? I don't remember. Anyways. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Click the like button down below if you enjoyed the video. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos by me, Big D. Click the bell that'll notify you when I do put new videos. I am stammering a lot lately, today. I am totally sorry for that. I'm just trying to get this done while I have a quiet moment at home, so I'm kind of speeding myself before everybody comes back home and it's chaos again. So, again, thank you guys all for watching. Everybody take care out there. Please be safe. I know they're starting to open things back up again, but please be safe and really keep an eye on yourself. And, you know, we're not out of this yet, so I just ask everybody please safe. Everybody take care. Always keep hunting because you never know what you're going to find. That's for sure. And as always, live long and prosper. Bye.